Let's get into it. Let's go, guys.
Roman, it's the 2025 Royal Rumble. I think that we're all reflecting on everything, especially with 2K25, that the Bloodline has done in the last 4 years. But when you think about your entire career, I have to imagine that on a day like today, you're thinking about 10 years ago and the 2015 Royal Rumble and what a completely different scenario that we're in tonight.
Oh, it's night and day.
Yeah.
10 years ago, I think it was the first time I met you. We were doing hot oil pizzas. What's that place called?
Colony in Stamford.
That's it. Colony
That's the
Pizza.
place.
We were talking about that last night. I was telling them that was the first time I met you. Yeah, man, it's completely different. You know, the body of work speaks for itself. And I think it's just a testament. If you just keep your head down and you keep grinding, you keep pushing towards the goal that you've set for yourself, anything's possible. You put a wise man on your hip and it'll be all right too, you know.
And I've never said this before, but that night when we had pizza at Colony, I left and I told my wife, man, if they would just let him be that guy that we were just hanging with.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you became that guy. And
it takes time.
And then some.
Like anything, you gotta get your feet wet. You got to get comfortable in that water, and you got to get used to the temperature, and you got to get yourself set up to where you can make these type of critical decisions and take a stand if you need to. It was just a completely different situation back then. But we've corrected everything.
Roman, it all comes back to family for everyone. Your family, the foundation of this company. But then you see what you've achieved over the last decade and what you achieved over these last few years. And now being at the head of the table with the history behind your family and this company and all of pro wrestling. How does that make you feel knowing that what your family has accomplished all these years, but you're the guy, you're the one sitting at the head of the table?
I'm proud of it, but I'm the guy for the job. I'm the one in this family that's meant to be here and be in this position to bridge us. My father and my uncle, the twins' father, Rikishi, amongst many other cousins that I have in our family, they set that foundation for us to be able to build up. They made it a very sturdy, beautiful, concrete foundation for us to where there's no slipping. We put our feet down on this mat and we build up and there's no problems. And we have to give them, those accolades. We have to give them that love because without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So for me, it's all about that representation. It's all about being able to showcase my legacy and then also push it higher. I want to make it bigger and better. I want more money. I want more accolades. I want more recognition. I want more respect for my family.
We talk about the Bloodline story, and Paul, you've talked about stories and starting at the end and then working your way backwards over the course of years. I heard you talking about it on Logan Paul's podcast. But the thing that to me is the most unique about the Bloodline story is it's not just about your bloodline. If you look over the course of everything going on in WWE right now, whether it's Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, whether it's Drew McIntyre, whether it's Sami Zayn, whether it's all these stars, everything traces back to the bloodline.
It's true.
Is there an end to this story, or is the bloodline ultimately the story of modern day WWE?
I think there's so much meat left on the bone. And there's just so many different ways to go. And I've only given X amount. There's so many more layers for me to be able to showcase. There's so many layers for someone, like Jay or Jimmy or Solo or Jacob or Tama. We have so many great characters for the Wise Man. There's so many more layers to be able to showcase. And we're all in our prime. I'm in the best shape of my life. Wise Man is getting into the best shape of. We're living forever.
Slowly,
we don't,
but surely.
That's right.
That's how you do it.
Turtle race. That's right.
That's right.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where.
Out here, every cast is a chance, and every catch a memory. If that sounds like where.
I think we can do this forever. I really do. A lot of people were like, third inning. That was a game one. It's a 7-game series, baby. And I'm not trying to bring up these analogies to, like pinpoint timelines and stuff, but that's me saying confidently, I can run this thing for 2 more years, no problem.
Wow. Mr. Heyman, I have to take this opportunity to thank you because hosting Busted Open every day, and we're live 7 days a week now, with the people that we have on this show, I hear your words repeated through the hosts that I work with and what you have taught the people that I work with. What you're doing right now currently in the WWE, this company, because of Roman, because of you, the biggest business this company has ever done. Do you take the time to realize the fact of, there you were standing next to Bill Apter taking photographs at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and here you are probably being the smartest man alive when it comes to professional wrestling.
One of the smartest men alive because I got next to Roman Reigns. Now, whether that situation was manipulated or whether just all the stars aligned, I hitched my wagon to the tribal chief Roman Reigns. That's what makes me the smartest man alive. If there's any credit to take, the credit to take is that I saw this coming, and my God, I jumped on it with both hands and have been holding on till my fingers are numb. The gravy train for the entire industry is sitting to my left. There has not been a star of this capability. There's not been a disruption of this magnitude in the history of the industry. Even how ECW shaped the 90s, in some ways, pales in comparison to what Roman Reigns brought to the table in August 2020, when the entire industry was in the doldrums of COVID, and the pandemic had a grip on all of television. And the programming that we were producing was still back in the days of, I'm going to rip off your head and piss down your neck. And then Roman Reigns saw not limitations, but opportunity to create an entire new genre. I can't tell you that the industry pre-August 2020 is the same industry as it is today. And I doubt that Netflix would have given us $5 billion for our programming for the way that it was in August 2020. No knock on how it was, but it plateaued. And then came a different vision. And that vision came from this man, not from me. I just assisted him in implementing it. But the credit goes to Roman Reigns.
There's an amazing degree of patience and confidence put into the way you guys tell stories together. And it's pretty remarkable because it adds a level of depth that pro wrestling hasn't had on a regular basis and maybe ever. Is there any part of you, Roman, as a human being, that when you're at home for a month, 2 months, whatever, and you see somebody else is getting hot, you see somebody else is starting to be, is there any part of you that goes, man, I got to get back in there?
No.
There isn't.
No, I'm too good. I set it up too good.
Yeah.
Too smart.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, if you build your systems properly, this is no different than big business. We can go and I can sit there and mentor billionaires on building systems to where you don't have to use your brain no more. Building systems where they become instincts. That's all I've done. I've just created systems within the pro wrestling sports entertainment world. I treat it no differently than any CEO that's running any, major company. There's all these little things that have to happen. There's so many boxes to check constantly in this role. And thank God for the wise man. He does organize it and make it so much easier to handle. But it's just one of those things. You have to know what you're doing. And I put my time in all the way back to Colony Pizza, and we took our notes, we did our studies, we did our lab work, we made our little adjustments here and there. And when the time was right.
TaxAct doesn't care which tax filing software you've used in the past. Let's get them over with.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you'll get your first month free when you join today. Sign up for just $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Oh. But no, I don't. I mean,
I think he's more of the
I don't compete with anybody else. I'm just competing against myself. It's no different than Michael or Kobe or all the great. We're just going against ourselves. We're just trying to create a better version of myself. And if I can make a better version of myself, he has no choice but to get better. Big Jim's got to get better. Jay's, everybody, cream rises to the top. And I believe in that. It's survival of the fittest. I'm not truly manipulating, like we do on camera. I'm just better than everybody. And I believe it. And I walk every step with that type of conviction.
It's hard to argue.
Gentlemen, big day. Obviously, the Rumble tonight. Another record-breaking event for the WWE. Thank you so much for taking the time with us this morning. Congratulations, and we can't wait to see what's next. Thank you so much.
Where's Bubba?
Where is Bubba?
I don't know.
Bubba?
Where's Bubba?
I don't know.
Forget where's Waldo. Where's Bubba?
Who knows? Maybe we'll see him tonight.
Who knows? Where's Bubba?
It's your guy. Where's Bubba?
Where's Bubba?
Not here.
I mean, I thought we're doing Busted Open, and I called Bubba, and he says, "Oh yeah, it's just LaGreca filling in."
No,
I didn't.
well, I have to take exception to that. LaGreca doesn't.
He's the filling guy.
LaGreca doesn't fill in. I created this
That's
show.
what he said. He said
I created-
LaGreca's filling in.
I get it.
You could go back
This
to.
used to be your show.
This is my show. No, this is my show.
Oh.
This is the show I created. There's no.
So where's
Nobody
Bubba?
fills in for
Where's
me.
Bubba?
Nobody
This is
fills
the
in for
Bubba
me.
show?
No, it is Bubba's
Oh,
show.
yeah,
Bubba
that's
says
what I
it's
thought.
his
Yeah,
show.
you know what? I told Bubba to stay home.
You told Bubba to stay home.
I thought I was going to host with Bubba. That's what I had thought.
But
So
where's
you should
Bubba?
ask the question you asked me today. I feel a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah,
Well, Bubba
he doesn't have the confidence that you do when you the conviction that you
All
do.
right.
Bubba was able to sleep in this morning.
You notice no one ever goes up to him and says, "Where's Jim Norton?" Right?
Nope.
But they go to you and say, "Where's Bubba?"
Well, you do. Oh, thank
I mean, but then again, it's Jim Norton. I mean, all he does is Showtime stuff. He can't get on HBO. You, I mean, fixed fights with Jesse Ventura, but not a real.
I am very lucky to have Bubba as a part of the show. I'm a very
All
lucky.
right,
man.
your partner in the show.
Yes, very much.
He's your
so.
partner in the show.
He is my partner.
He's the
my
senior
guy.
partner.
He's my guy. You
The
guys
American
got to go.
partner. He's
They're
the
wrapping
American-
this up. You're gonna get me in trouble.
To them. Where's Bubba?
We have the two biggest stars in the industry sitting here, and you're trying to get them out because they're insulting you.
No.
Keep him
believe
here.
me. They
Go
can
long.
stay here.
So you want the label of being the founder of the show?
No, I don't need that. I know that I am. I created the show. I am the founder of Busted Open.
So
That
it's
doesn't-
LaGreca get the labels.
That's right. Going back to business, there's the founder and there's the.
And I actually like that. Sounds like a T-shirt.
What do you think? I'm going to have sucky stuff material? I wasn't prepared for this. Bubba told me to prepare.
See how kind we are? We just drop a couple dimes before we go.
Listen, I love you guys.
Here, just
Yeah, we love you too.
go
Where's
make some
Bubba?
merch. Make a
Where's
little more
Bubba?
money.
Bubba's probably having lunch right now at the hotel.
He needs to hang out with us and get in better shape.
We're living forever. That's what we're.
Listen. This bloodline story is going to be forever. So,
We need to do it for you, for everybody. That's our obligation.
well, thank
The
you.
burden.
Well, thank you.
Continue to create the best pro wrestling sports entertainment stories of all time.
It's on your shoulders. It's on your shoulders.
Thank you.
That was a nice video. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I might do some streaming later.